Greetings, scholars. I want to take a few moments to talk to you about taking notes for the research. So I'm going to go into the sample notes for research. I'm going to click on this link. Here you see the sample notes for research, which is what I want you to follow when you submit this assignment to me. I'm going to drop on this drop box and open up the assignment. And we're going to look at the assignment on Blackboards. We're going to look at this assignment. And I'm going to show you how exactly I want you to take notes. So we've already gone over in previous videos what you need to take for notes. We've gone over the blank handout. So you know you need pro arguments, con arguments, definition, history, background, facts, and statistics, right? So what I want to do today is actually go through this article and show you how I did this very briefly and what I want you to do. So starting at the top, you have to give me the title of the article. And for the title of the article, I want the full reference. So I'm going to be switching screens back and forth. So here is the actual article. Okay. So what you're going to do when you take notes, you're actually going to read the entire article and you're going to take notes. Now, I've already highlighted some things in here I want to use just as an example for you, okay? It will be up to you to go through your articles and highlight the information that you need for your notes. So the first thing I want you to do is pay attention to giving me MLA documentation for a source for the article. So we have the title of the article here, right? We have all of the information that we need in order to create our works cited entry. We have the date of publication. We have where the source originated. We have the publisher. We have the article. So usually we can just take this information and put it where we need it for the in-text citation. But because we're using databases, and this is what I love about databases, and it's the advantage of a database, which is why I really want you to try to stick to databases. If you scroll down to the end of this article, look at this. It already gives you the source citation in MLA format, and all you have to do is copy this and paste it. Do a quick copy, and then we're going to do a paste. I'm going to open up a Word document just to show you, and I'm going to use the document that I have. So give me just a second. So all you would have to do is open up a Word document, right? And now you can paste this information where it is. Now, I want you to be careful about something. Where is the problem? First, we're going to have to format, because remember, I do want this Times New Roman, and I do want it size 12. And there's another video that I'm going to go over with you that shows you exactly how to format. So MLA format requires that we do hanging indentations. So for hanging indentations here, we clearly see this is not a hanging indentation. So what I want to do, I want to put my cursor here in front of the 7. I'm just going to experiment because different computers do different things. I'm going to hit enter one time, and I hit enter one time and you saw the line slightly move down. Don't worry about that yet, okay? I'm going to hit my tab key, and then it creates the hanging indentation. And then I can go back here and I can go into my spacing, and I messed it up, so I'm going to undo. No problem. I'm going to undo. I'm going to go into my line space options now. I'm going to make sure this is single spaced. I'm also going to go back and I'm going to make sure my line spacing options, let's hope this works. I'm going to click don't add space between two paragraphs. I'm going to click OK, and voila, right? Now, one of the things I want you to notice too, this is MLA format. when the article copied over, we have to go through the title and we have to make sure that all important words are capitalized. So capital W, capital O. We do not capitalize articles or prepositions. More, prepared. Don't worry about the spacing yet. This, and insurrection. Okay. Once we get that finished, we can go back and reformat the entry. Again, I want to see right now if I hit tab what happens. I'm just going to hit tab without hitting enter. I don't want to see what happens. So I just hit the tab button and everything moved over, and that's not what I want. So I'm going to undo. I am also going to go back now and I'm going to hit enter. Nothing happened. I hit enter. Trust me, I hit enter. Now I can tab. And now I can tab. And voila. You have the entry set up in correct MLA format, right? For your entry. And so if I go back to Blackboard and I look at this, this is the exact entry, how it should appear. I have the full article where I'm taking information, okay? So once you get that, right, now it's time for us to go back to the article and we're going to read through the article. And we're going to, for this, I would just say, because this is a computer program, I would just lift what I need from the articles, right? So I'm reading through here, and remember, you have to do a reading. You have to read the entire article to see what is interesting in the article to you, what you think you can use in the article. What I think is useful to me in this article may not be useful to you, and you may highlight something totally different, and that's fine because it's your paper. Remember, you're only pulling out the ideas from the paper that you think you can use in your paper. So you can do a quick highlight, and highlighting in the documents in this PDF is easy. All you would have to do, if I wanted, for example, this first sentence, which is right here, I would just, it already opens up to highlight, and I could choose a color. I'm going to choose green because this is not one of my notes. That's just how you highlight. So once you read the article, highlight the article, find what you need, then you can go back and say, what is this information? So I just did 2 examples for you. I highlighted this sentence and I highlighted this sentence, and I said, okay, these are 2 arguments, right, that I want to keep track of. Now, I'm copying this directly from the source. Does that mean I'm going to use these exact words when I actually write the paper? Absolutely not. Remember, we're going to talk about later, you can paraphrase, you can summarize information, but that information, a summary or paraphrase, still has to be documented. So I'm going to go back to my outline, and I said these were 2 pro arguments, and I just copied them here, 1, 2, okay? So you're going to go through the article, you're going to go through your article, read your article, go through your article, right? You're going to highlight, okay? Highlight any information that you deem necessary. Well, what information are you looking for? Go back to your notes, right? You're looking for pro arguments, you're looking for con arguments, definitions, history, background information, facts, statistics, expert testimony, okay? So remember what I also said, you're not going to be able to find everything in one article. That is why you're going to submit to me 5 different sources for the notes, okay? So I didn't find any con arguments in this article. I'm not going to worry about it. And don't you worry about it. You will find those things in other sources. I didn't find any definitions. Don't worry about it. You will find that in other articles. but I did find some history background information that I wanted to make sure that I included, or at least I had available to me when I get ready to write the final paper. I also found some facts, statistics, expert testimony that I want to keep track of. Now, these are notes, and I want to make sure that we understand this, right? When you take notes, you're taking information from the source that you believe will help you to write your paper. Just because you've taken all of these notes does not mean that everything you've taken, everything you've highlighted, everything you copied will appear in your final paper. The purpose of research is to get enough information. You want to get enough information, right, so that you don't have to go back and look up information when you start writing the paper. Because once you start writing the paper, that should be it. That should be the last thing you do. You have everything you need. You should not have to go back and do more library research or internet research, however you're researching, right? You should not have to do that, because this step is going to take care of that. And when you turn in the step, you have all of the information you need. You already have it set up correctly, almost, for the works cited page. The only thing that I'm going to do here that's different, that you can do here, is leave this information single space, because it's notes. When you actually do the paper, you know that you're going to go back and you're going to double space this when you actually do your works cited list and you list source after source after source. Okay, but for the purpose of this assignment, you can leave this single space. Just format it correctly. Just leave it single space. Look at the sample, right? Because even though you're typing this and you're not printing this out for me, you still don't want to waste a lot of paper, especially if you do decide, hey, I need my notes printed so I can use them while I'm working on my paper. But you're not wasting a lot of space on here by double spacing this. Okay, so that is what I want you to do for the notes. That is how I want you to take notes. As always, if you have any questions for me, please feel free to email me. I am very quick about returning emails to you. So, yeah, so that's it. So, good writing, good research to you. And for some reason, I can't find my, close this.